Explore 2022, you made it. And on behalf of VMware, I want to thank you for being on this amazing journey with us throughout the year. You being the explorer, always pushing the envelope, challenging the status quo, doing things differently. And in the process, you help your organization grow, save money, and in turn, you made your careers. Over the years, I met hundreds of you, and there's stories of people getting promoted because they save money, because they change the way you do business. It's like endless. And us, with our legendary engineering team, behind the scene, building the technologies, the tools, the GPS, the maps, the navigation that you needed to be successful in your journey. And think about it. In the process, we have transformed entire industries. We have created new ones. And reflect about that for a second. How often does that happen in one's career? I think we should all feel very lucky, us as employees of VMware and you as our customers, for what we achieved together. But this journey, unfortunately, comes with a curse. And the curse is that in this information technology world that we live in, innovation never stops. And so the journey continues. There are new areas to explore, new boundary to be broken. And as we look through our binoculars, what we see, as you heard this morning from Raghu and Kate and Amanda and everybody, the new frontier is multi-cloud. And when I look at multi-cloud, I see a bunch of different islands that need exploring, that needs building, that needs, they're disconnected, they're siloed. And it's time for us to push the envelope once again and turn it into something that can accelerate our business and our careers. This is happening at the pace is, mind-boggling. Like 68% of new apps are built in the cloud, right? Sometimes behind our backs. And developers are very smart, and they look for the innovation. And what is the innovation in the cloud? So they look for every differentiated features of various clouds, and that's why we ended up with pretty much everybody using two or multiple clouds. And you may think, hold on a second, Vittorio, I just have my private cloud, and then I'm Azure. I was talking to a customer yesterday morning. He said, tell me about your cloud journey. He says, yeah, I'm on-prem mostly, and then we have Azure. I said, really? Just one cloud? I said, oh, yeah, but then the business unit is using AWS, and then these other companies that we acquired is using Google. So, okay. So that's the reality, is that you are multi-cloud. And so when you look at this multi-cloud, like everything in IT, it starts nice and neat. There's one cloud. We're using Azure, right? We're cloud first. That's where we're going. Yeah. But in IT, that's never the case, because even if you're using one cloud, you're still managing your private cloud. Edge emerges increasingly in an environment like healthcare, manufacturing, retail. So you already have 3 different stacks to manage and to operate. But if you double-click on the public cloud, again, it's just not one thing, because you have the big 3, then you have the enterprise player like IBM and Oracle coming in very strongly, Alibaba. Then you have a sovereign cloud in EMEA and Asia-Pac, in places where you need sovereign data and sovereign applications. And so when we look at this, what is the tremendous advantages? That's why we have innovated so fast. That's why we have built all these applications, 25 applications every minute or whatever Raghu said this morning. It's incredible. But in the process, and because of the hyperscaler do their thing, they're bringing innovation, they're bringing differentiated features. Each of these stacks bring their own way of building application, their own way of managing application, their own way of securing application, and so on and so forth. All the way to how you connect these applications to end users. And so at VMware, we've been looking at this picture for 5 years now. Raghu saw this coming 5 years ago when we started our first partnership with AWS. And when we see this, we see something that is very, very familiar to us. Because think about what we do. When I walk down that engineering aisle and I look at our engineering team and their DNA, what is their DNA? Their DNA is to get stuff that was not designed to work together, You know? So on-prem, we use the hypervisor. That was our way to create a level of abstraction that allowed us to pull resources, automate, and go faster. In the cloud, that layer is taken. So we need to do a new approach, a higher level approach, a new level of abstraction that factors out the common things that you can do to build applications, to manage applications once you deploy them. The infrastructure for enterprise application, whatever possible, we're going to talk about that, what are the use cases there. The way you connect applications, secure them, and finally, the way you give, applications are only useful if somebody can access them and do something with them. So how you integrate with the end users. And so last year, we introduced VMware Cross-Cloud Services. VMware Cross-Cloud Services is that high-level abstraction that allows our customers to build, manage, run, connect and secure, and access, remember all 5 of them, consistently across all clouds. That's where the simplicity comes in. All without hiding or preventing you to access the differentiated feature of each cloud. Now, this morning you heard about the high-level announcement. Last year we launched this as a vision. And today with Arya and Tanzu, we are bringing much more innovation around this. But today in this session, we're going to go deeper and get pretty technical about how customers use 1, 2, or a combination of these cross-cloud services to power these critical transformations that most of our customers are undertaking, whether it's growing their business through apps, accelerating their cloud transformation, or empowering their end users. And I want to stop just for a second because you're not going to find better visuals and better explanation of cross-cloud services than today in this session. So I want to give you a chance to boost my ego, follow me on Twitter. But no, seriously, there were 9,000 people at the keynote, and there are like 500,000 customers out there that can use this information. So